Ah, what a peaceful day in the Benelux. Wait, where are the Netherlands and Belgium? And why is Luxembourg the only country? And why did Saarland even gain independence from Germany? Oh no, this is gonna erupt in a huge conflict if they are enemies of each other. Maybe they'll unite in another country. Maybe. Or even worse. Let's lead to Western Europe going to war with them. Let's find out how this will work out. This will be the Western European War of 2046. Let's begin. So it all begins here in Brussels, Belgium. Then the provinces broke up. Then the countries broke up into their provinces, and Saarland finally declared independence. But, seemingly, revenge was about to come for all these provinces. First, Luxembourg started marching into Luxembourg, taking it. But then, the Belgian Luxembourg started to take it a little serious. And took these lands, settling them, and starting to invade Luxembourg itself, and then into Germany, marching in, blocking off the Saarland. But then, Saarland made a huge offensive into France, making them into war. Huge territorial gains. Later, Namur took force in northern France, and so did I know. But then, they accidentally invaded the UK, but with a treaty, they took back Watford. And West Flanders also made an agreement with Hainaut that they should take Lille, Amiens, Rouen, and Beauvais. But that will track them off. But since that was one of the long provinces of France, this should shake it off, but dividing them in two. But then, inland invasion began. Starting in Limburg, taking Walloon-Brabant, and attacking Liège with bombing raids. Later, they unified with Limburg and then invaded North Brabant. Later up, they successfully invaded Liège, and then threatened to do the capital of, Flemish Brabant. And then they took it, circling Antwerp. Antwerp made an agreement with West Flanders and East Flanders that they take them, but West Flanders was still allowed to keep their land in France. And later, from the province of Antwerp, the Haven of Antwerp. The port of Antwerp. They started invading Caen and then circling in Paris, but then Antwerp took it and started vying for more land, invading Brittany, soon leading it to independence. Later, Hainaut started invading some more land. And then the French started a huge offensive, starting in the lines of Hainaut, pushing back Saarland. But then, a massive offensive from Metz conquered back Bar-le-Duc and Dijon, taking back the Alsace-Lorraine region, and then taking Lyon, one of the key cities. Later, Italy also saw a huge opportunity to invade. And Monaco, with a very small army, got very good land, and they were bigger. Later, Liechtenstein started invading Austria, taking it completely, surrendering at Wien, or Vienna in English. Later, from Brno, they wanted to form back Czechoslovakia. But this sparked it even worse into Africa. But that was not the one. But then, the French made a little bombing raid over Andorra from Foix. But then, when they conquered Andorra made a huge comeback, coming into Montpellier, getting Italy as well. But then, Spain made an agreement with Andorra that they get a few of these lands. And Andorra was completely fine with that. And they met Antwerp. The French were now trapped between provinces and countries. Germany remained neutral, but only if they could invade the Netherlands in Groningen, Drenthe, Friesland, Flevoland, North Holland, South Holland, Utrecht, Gelderland, and Overijssel. Now, back to Limburg. They were about to take Zeeland, and they did. But then, Antwerp made a huge offensive, taking out Limburg and making him surrender. And then, Antwerp was really much out of the war. And surprisingly, Denmark took back Schleswig-Holstein and going into Hamburg and Bremen. And Oldenburg was taken, threatening Drenthe and Overijssel. Later attacking Münster and then into Overijssel and Drenthe. Gelderland was seeing its rapid success go down, and then it got taken by the Danish forces. Then Antwerp marched a huge offensive into Dusseldorf and Dortmund and Bielefeld. The Danes were taking Hanover, but Antwerp made it first, following a treaty. Then Denmark was invaded by Germany, taking back Bremen, but then a huge offensive from Oldenburg, and then close to Berlin. And Poland was seeking revenge, and then they took Berlin. Then they kept invading Bavaria, and they signed a treaty over Regensburg, letting the Czechs take it. And then going in Nuremberg and Stuttgart, coming in Saarland. What do you think will happen next? Because it's already a huge chaos, and what we'll see will be even more painful. Let's find out in the next parts.